Bray Wyatt could have two big WWE returns on the way, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out what's going on with Alexa Bliss and more. Let's start things off with Bray Wyatt. The big popular theme so far in Bray Wyatt's return story has been family. His biggest nemesis at the moment appears to be his own uncle, Uncle Howdy. And Bray even acknowledged his prestigious family background, how he comes from this big wrestling family, and he just shared all that information with the world at Crown Jewel. With Bray now having an uncle character portrayed on TV and the new mentions of his family, fans really feel like it's non-stop strong hints towards where this story is headed. Is Bray about to have this big civil war amongst his own family, and maybe leave that feud with his new Wyatt family, Wyatt 6, or whatever their faction name may be? So when it comes to a new faction and family for Bray Wyatt, what are the clues we have so far for possible members? Well, there's only two superstars that appear to legitimately be getting stalked by the Bray Wyatt logo and Uncle Howdy. These two superstars are Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss. We've gone over the Liv Morgan situation several times, but just to sum it up briefly, Liv starts acting weird at Extreme Rules, the same night that Bray Wyatt returns. And for several weeks after that night, the Bray Wyatt logo has been seen behind Liv Morgan backstage time and time again, hinting that some sort of involvement and crossover between Liv Morgan and Bray Wyatt is imminent. Similar sort of situation for Alexa Bliss, but Alexa's teasers have been more in your face than the Liv teasers. You had that big moment at Crown Jewel where the logo interrupted Alexa Bliss's interview. Alexa saw the logo, the crowd saw the logo. There was nothing hidden at all about that message. It was a very in-your-face and very impossible to miss. Then on Raw a few nights later, the logo appears behind Alexa Bliss when she's making her way to the ring again. So a sign that whatever Howdy and Bray could be cooking up involves Alexa Bliss in some way. And we previously went over how the Alexa teasers are a little confusing because obviously Howdy may want revenge on Alexa, while Bray Wyatt probably wants a peaceful reunion. So there's so many possibilities and directions to go there. But the fact alone that two superstars are being watched by Bray Wyatt is enough to let us know that a faction plan still appears to be a big possibility. Is Bray Wyatt trying to recruit both Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss at the same time? Bray's connection to Alexa Bliss is quite obvious because of their on-screen storyline together from 2020 to 2021. But the connection between Bray and Liv is the one that's still a little harder to figure out, at least at this current moment of time. Bray has no real on-screen history with Liv Morgan, outside of the 2019 fan theories, when everyone wanted to see them paired up. Some fans did bring up how Liv Morgan and Bo Dallas have been rumored to be together in real life. So, are they bringing that real-life relationship to WWE television, where Bray looks at Liv as part of his family because of that relationship with his brother? Could everything all tie back to that theme of family? Speaking of Bo Dallas, that brings us to a new report coming from the Give Me Sport interview with WrestleVotes. They went over how Bray Wyatt has strongly expressed his desire to work with his brother, Bo Dallas, and former Wyatt family member Erick Rowan in WWE again. According to this report, Bray is pushing for those two returns to the company. It was reported several weeks ago that allegedly the Bo Dallas WWE deal was already done, and how he could be returning any week. But that hasn't happened quite yet. And then as far as things with Erick Rowan goes, not much solid news of rumors have been going around about him. But if Bray Wyatt and WWE want him, if the story makes sense, you just have to assume that he'll be interested as well. So now, taking all four of these names into consideration, could Bray Wyatt's new family faction be Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Bo Dallas, and Erick Rowan? Those four names right there include a nice balance of old and new faces in Bray Wyatt's universe. Bray Wyatt has the richest history with Erick Rowan. They go way back to their NXT days with Brody Lee, which truly was the foundation for the Wyatt family faction and Bray Wyatt character itself. Erick Rowan is like an on-screen brother to Bray Wyatt. If Bray is starting a new family faction, it's just common sense that Erick Rowan would have a spot in something like that. The next superstar Bray shares the most history there with is Alexa Bliss. Alexa was the first superstar to get the closest to Bray since Brody and Rowan. Bray and Alexa traumatized the WWE roster for several months, and they may still have a lot of unfinished business together. And with Bo Dallas, Bray may have limited on-screen history with him, but that's Bray's actual real-life brother. Bray always wanted to work with him, and now is the perfect time for it to make sense with this entire family theme. And Liv Morgan is sort of like the wild card because, besides the connection to Bo Dallas, Bray doesn't really have any history there to Liv, but she's still an interesting addition to the faction. It'll obviously take her character to new heights that she's never reached before. So, the rumored total number for this new Wyatt faction has been 6, because of the Wyatt 6 name. So, if Bray gets these 4 superstars, plus himself, that's 5 members. They'll only be missing one last addition to the group in order to create the long-awaited Wyatt 6. Does Uncle Howdy count as the last number 6? Could it be someone that has a lot of history with Bray, like Braun Strowman? That last spot will be very interesting, but that's the latest with Bray Wyatt's potential members. Speaking of Alexa Bliss, she recently spoke with WWE Deutschland about how she's waiting for her character to evolve and change again. She had this to say during the interview, quote, "It is strange, and that's why I think about it a lot more recently because I don't really know where I'm at right now when it comes to character-wise. So I think about man, I've been 8 to 9 different personas in my career. I tried to always evolve, and I'm actually trying to even change for what I'm doing now," end quote. And this is something that Alexa has mentioned several times during recent interviews. It was not that long ago during a summer interview where Alexa did admit that her character currently is a bit bland and wasn't her favorite version of her WWE character at all. The good news for Alexa Bliss is that with these Bray Wyatt teasers coming into play for her, a big character change could be right on the horizon for her. Maybe we see that heel turn and alignment with Bray Wyatt that will give some of her character back and spark her back to life with a new persona. So Alexa's waiting to evolve and to see where this current version of herself goes to next. Will she turn heel on Bianca Belair and come after the WWE Raw Women's Championship, which could bring her character back to its heel days of 2016 to 2018? That's a version of Alexa Bliss that's been gone for a while. So it may be refreshing to see a version of that character back. Or does WWE decide to take Alexa Bliss in a similar route to 2020, where she'll fall down this rabbit hole of insanity for Bray Wyatt, like she once did in the past? Both of those options are actually realistic for modern day Alexa Bliss, so we'll see where her character heads to next in WWE. But what are your thoughts on today's stories with Bray Wyatt's new Wyatt family and the character change that Alexa Bliss is looking forward to? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.